Hello Joburgers, and welcome to another exciting show of Joburg Today, and I'm your host, Raymond Mariku. The Johannesburg Metro Police launched the K9 Narcotics Tactical Unit, where this will wage the war on drugs in Johannesburg and strengthen the city's ability to act against traffickers and drug peddlers.
She will always talk, she will always...
The Johannesburg Metro Police has launched the Narcotic Tactical Unit in and around the city of Johannesburg. This K9 unit will be helping out in searching of drugs and also hijacking.
When I looked at the problems of drugs in our communities in the city of Johannesburg, I realized we cannot really fight it using the normal day-to-day structures. We needed a specialized unit that can be accountable to the MMC. Then the MMC can be accountable to me on a regular basis to give me an update. Because we have to win this fight. We have no option. And the only way we can fight it and win it ultimately is to ensure that we have a specialized unit, men and women who on a daily basis, they sleep, wake up. This unit has got to be their daily focus on ensuring that we defeat this drug lot in particular. Not the users. Yes, the users will also be attacked. But I think I need this unit to focus mainly on the actual the drug pushers who are destroying our communities and ultimately destroying our economy.
The occasion is very important for us is that, of course, according to the Executive Mayor's mandate, Councillor Herman Mashaba, he said, we need to eradicate the drug scourge within the city. So this is what we're doing is our first initiative is to re-energize the K9 unit. Now the brand new name is the K9 Narcotics Tactical Unit. It's a mouthful, but I tell you, it's going to be focusing on narcotics, on armed robberies, and motor vehicle hijacking, which is prevalent in the city of Joburg. So for us, it's a very important step forward in keeping our city safe. Well, at the moment, the human officers are 60, and we have 17 dog officers. I call them officers because they are as important in combating crime as I believe, as the human officers. As you can see with our vehicles paraded, this unit will be given the top high power performance cars. They'll be given, heavy firearms. As you've seen, the problem is so bad that the public does not understand the seriousness of, in dealing and possessing drugs. It's a criminal offense. One could go to jail for a long, long time. So we're saying to the community, we know that you don't like this. You're against drugs. And we are asking the community to please share that information, their intelligence with us. So when we get your tip-offs, we can go out and really arrest these drug dealers.
I'm Pomasheho for Joburg Today.
Well, what are you waiting for? Do join us on our social media platforms. On Twitter, it's at Joburg Today, and like our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. The South African Guide Dogs Association trains guide dogs for people who are visually impaired, physically disabled, and autism support dogs for autistic children to enhance the mobility, independence, dignity of the blind and partially sighted people, and the protection of the rights of all persons with disabilities.
We're here at the South African Guide Dogs Association to find out more about these beautiful dogs and what they do.
Well, as a guide dogs, what we do is we train guide dogs, we train service dogs, we train autism support dogs for people with autism, which is young kids. We also train people who can see to use a cane, and then go and train blind people from where they come from, which under the umbrella of orientation and mobility.
The foundation of guide dogs actually is our puppy raisers, our volunteers from the community. Our puppies need to be very, very well socialized. That is the main role of the puppy raisers. They can't come into the training center and the trainers have to spend a month just socializing these dogs. The most important socialization period of a dog is the first 20 weeks. So that's when the dog will either make good or bad associations and that it will last for life.
Any dog or related experience, it's you can have, but you don't necessarily have to have that, because I didn't have it. It's just the love and the passion, of working with animals. and then that's how it all started.
The advantage of having a service dog, in my opinion, socially it makes it so much easier to talk to people, because it's now, what does your dog do for you? It's not why you're in a chair. He's basically an extension of my body, because obviously the bottom half of my body, my legs, they don't work. So Khan has been trained to pick up things like a cell phone, anything basically that I've dropped. He's recently learned to pick up my touchscreen without breaking it. He opens and closes doors, he puts on and off lights. He also attracts attention if it's needed. He does what's called a speak command. And my parents know automatically if he barks, they need to run.
At the moment, because we are at the college, we are teaching the sighted people who are going to teach the visually impaired people as well. Some of our students, they are from Mpumalanga. So they've been sent by the Department of Health, whereby when they finish training, they will go back to Mpumalanga to work in the communities there, in different communities of Mpumalanga.
As you can see, a dog is a man's best friend and is always ready to give a helping hand. I'm Spio Matebula for Joburg Today.
Good boy. Well done. Thank you.
Hi, this is Malinkosi and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more news on the city, do check out our playlist. That's all from me, Ray, and the rest of the Joburg Today crew. It's a wrap.